My name is Erika Kullberg. I'm an attorney and personal finance expert. I read the fine print so you don't have to, in hopes that it'll save you money. Today I'm going to answer some of the most common questions I get about your rights when it comes to travel. One question I get a lot is, if an airline cancels my flight, what rights do I have as far as refunds or vouchers? If an airline cancels your flight, they'll usually try to get you on the next available flight. But for whatever reason, if you decide not to travel, you're always entitled to a full refund. Not a voucher, a full cash refund in whatever form your payment was. And this applies even if the flight was canceled because of weather. Another question I get a lot is, what rights do I have when it comes to lost or delayed luggage? The Department of Transportation says that airlines are responsible for up to $3,800 for delayed or lost luggage. Let's say your bag is delayed. Because your bag is delayed, you don't have access to the things that you need. So you need to go out and buy clothes for your interview the next day, and toiletries, and maybe some makeup. It's the airline's responsibility to reimburse you for that. Save receipts and go through that airline's process for reimbursement. If your bag is determined to be lost, the airline is then responsible for compensating you for what was inside of your bag. A lot of credit cards also have delayed luggage insurance as one of the benefits, so it's always good to check your benefits too, just as an extra safety net. People always ask, if my flight gets delayed and I need a hotel room, can I get that cost covered? Most likely yes, as long as the reason for the delay is within the airline's control. For example, a mechanical issue or a staffing shortage. Uncontrollable would be something like weather. If it is controllable, then most airlines will provide a hotel, and many will actually also provide ground transportation to and from that hotel. Another one I get a lot is, if I book a flight and then later on there's a price reduction, can I get any money back? In most cases, no. The only workaround is when you book a flight, there's usually a rule that you can cancel with no penalty within 24 hours if it's at least 7 days before the departure. So if you purchase a flight and see that within 24 hours the price goes down, you could consider canceling the existing ticket and then buying the new, cheaper ticket. This isn't very common though. I often get asked, what happens if I get bumped from a flight? Should I seek compensation? Yes, you absolutely should. The Department of Transportation says that if you're bumped from a flight because the flight is overbooked, you are entitled to compensation. The airline will get you on the next available flight, and the amount of compensation depends on how delayed your arrival time is from when you were originally supposed to arrive on that first flight. If it's over 2 hours, then you're entitled to 400% of your one-way fare. So if your fare was $250, you should be getting $1,000 cash. There are some rare exceptions to this rule, so check the Department of Transportation website for the details. And remember, as every good lawyer knows to say, this is not legal advice, but I hope I saved you some time reading the fine print.